Alrighty, I have decided to start recording. It's going to be a little rough because I just rushed my typical settings. Actually, let's turn the mic audio down a bit.
Sorry, 1 second. I need to grab something. Yvonne. Alright, there we go.
So yeah, my
Grab the name.
recording
Put that in.
should be better than Dragon's because I'm using actual screen capture software.
Oh, that's cool. I can make your guys' tokens have nameplates so we can see your names beneath your characters. Alright.
Ah.
Alright, that's cool.
That is very.
Alright, so.
Oh yeah, and something I
I
will
honestly would.
say, there is AI art, and there might be AI art in the future. I don't want to see anybody getting on their high horse about AI art. I and probably Dragon 2 would like this to be a AI neutral thing. We don't need that controversy here.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you know anything about me, my profile picture on YouTube and on here is literally an AI generated version of one of my OCs.
Yeah, so if you're going to say anything anti-AI, don't say it.
Yeah, please don't. We like to keep this a fun campaign for everyone involved. All right, and with that, let us commence play. So, Elise and Yvonne, you two wake up in the middle of a forest grove, about 50 feet ahead of you, or so, because this actually has like a tile measurement system I'm going to do. So I'm going to...
Rose, you gonna input your character stats?
We already... Yeah. So, about 50 feet from you guys... So I'm going to say, actually, since the furthest back row of the galaxy is 35 from you guys, I'm going to call it...
35-ish feet.
Yeah, it's 35-ish feet to the back row of the goblin, so I'm going to call it probably a bit closer to 60. About 60 feet from you guys, this won't be showing on screen because I don't have it on the map, is a ruined temple with a crashed airship. The airship, as far as you guys can tell, appears to be mostly intact. Other than that, you can see a group of 4 goblins standing between you and the airship. Although something seems wrong about them. They're not acting the way they normally should, to your guys' knowledge. How you know this, you have no idea, due to your memory loss that you guys had when you got here. To the backstory lore of the campaign, I already told these two about this, is they were dragged from other dimensions, but their characters aren't supposed to know this yet. They just woke up without any memories.
That is something I forgot about, so there probably won't be any transformations in the first encounter.
Yeah. Alright, so, with that, what would you two like to do?
Right now I'm just currently trying to find my cell phone. Okay, yep. I will not be showing the Find My Device in the video.
Who's playing Undertale?
That's my ringtone. Yes, I have Megalovania as my ringtone. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you, I'm actually laughing over here.
I'm actually happy over here.
Also, for people watching on my end, there is something that it can be seen that has not been mentioned yet, but that is for a very particular reason.
Alrighty, I now have my phone, so I can very easily see the capabilities of my character.
Yep.
So, alright.
Yeah, I don't see the stats or nameplate for Rose's character.
I don't see that for you.
Okay, so unless there's a
Oh.
setting that Dragon
Yeah.
can change, only he and the person controlling the tokens can see what's been edited about them.
All right, give me control by. There. I think so this is just going to be a hot fix until I figure out a better one, but I just gave you both control of the other person's characters. Do you see each other's stats blocks now?
Yep.
So that will just, well, that's just gonna be, please don't move the other person's tokens. That's just a hot fix. Can you guys by chance see the stat blocks on the goblins, or am I gonna need to?
You're gonna need to do that one too.
I'm gonna need to all players that.
Yeah.
Players. All players. All players, and then I will keep the secret entity under my control exclusively until it shows itself.
Alright, can I inspect the outside
Okay,
of the ruins?
I just Googled it. And there is a setting you can. There's a permission that you can give the tokens called the C permission, where it shows the stat blocks without giving control of it to other players.
Sure. All right, save settings.
Of course, that is the AI overview, which could be referencing something completely different, so let's check an actual search result.
All right, so can you guys see the stats on all the goblins still? I just pulled all players off of them and put the show.
No, I was telling you the stat blocks are disappearing.
All right, so yeah, I'll just hit them all with the all players control for now because that seems to be the easiest answer to this. All right.
Okay, yeah, there's very advanced stuff that you can do that we probably don't have time for.
Yep. All right. So let us get on with this. What would you guys like to do? The goblins do not seem to have noticed you yet.
We can see the goblins, or?
Yes, you can see the goblins, clear as day. There is a bit of shrubbery and rocks in between you and them. However, they have not noticed you, yet you can see them, and I'm going to... About 15 feet behind them is the ruins.
I see. Alright, see. So, but actually, let's see. I was gonna say besides my transformation device, but do I actually have it on me? Like, was it knocked out of my pocket when I was down here or something?
No, you would have your transformation device.
All right. So besides that, would would I have any of the other like random devices I would carry around me, like a gun or other kind of blade?
I'm just gonna look at something very quick. So, okay, I'm just pulling up your character sheet. So, dark elf druid, or just doing a normal elf reflavored as a dark elf. Let's, all right, in terms of weaponry you have, according to what I'm seeing on your character sheet, is your short bow, sickle, a spear, and a staff is what you have on you right now. So it looks like you do not have access to your transformations right
Alright,
now. So, probably better if I got
alright, let's see here.
open
Could
the
have sworn
same.
just didn't add it because it wasn't actually a thing, but I
Yeah,
guess it'll
well,
come up sooner or
we
later.
we were reflavoring your druidic transformation, like wild shape as your transformation item is what I'm pretty sure is what we were going for. So just give me a second to check on when druids get their hands on wild shape. To double check that.
I know druids get it pretty early on.
I know that's what I'm double checking because for some reason I can't check her spells.
Yeah, no, no, but what I was talking about was, no, what I was talking about was I think the term is homebrew item for
Right.
something to, yeah, it was
Level
homebrew.
2 is when you get your hands on your wild shape.
Ah, nice.
So you would currently have access to the ability to morph into other creatures.
Alright. Oh, yeah,
However,
no,
you
the
can only do
transformation
that
device I was
twice
mentioning was
before taking a rest. So
yeah,
you can
the
only
homebrew device.
you can
Yeah,
only change twice.
fair enough. But yeah, the device I was mentioning for transformations was the homebrew item we discussed on, which it says, which just said, uh, yeah, yeah, just take whatever I have, just take whatever I have currently and size it up. But I have a very limited time slot for how long that can stay.
All right. So, what actions would the two of you like to perform? Actually, technically, we'd have to roll for initiative, but I'm not going to roll for the goblins yet because they are not in the initiative order. Because you guys have a surprise.
Well, since combat hasn't even started yet, we don't even need to do any of that stuff.
Alright, and
As yeah,
well,
initiative
since I
only
wouldn't
matters when combat's occurring.
and since I wouldn't have access to the giant ones, um, I'm just gonna try and well, since the ruins are like the goblins are in the way of the ruins, I'm honestly just going to back away from this.
So you are going to back away. I'm pretty sure you have a 30-foot movement speed. Let me double.
Uh,
I cannot tell on the character sheet. Oh, anyways, yeah. Most characters normally have around 30 feet movement speed, so
yeah, it was 35.
your movement speed is 35. So yeah, you can move approximately within 35 feet of your current position. So
Let
that
me see
means
the
directly is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can move within a 7-tile circle of yourself at the 35 movement speed. If you're just
Alright.
running, you're wow, wow, you don't want an airship?
Okay, so I
Free
somewhat
airship
overshot
behind
that.
these men. There is a free airship behind these men. This fight is very easy. You guys are meant to win this.
Hmm.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's,
think I
just
will
use...
show off one of my abilities.
Sorry to interrupt, just want to say is that I'm used to Omen, where literally absolutely any encounter whatsoever is basically gonna be like if you were fighting the BBEG.
Yeah, no. It is 4 goblins. You guys are a level 3 character. This is an encounter meant for a solo level 1 player.
Okay, well. Okay, I'll move less far than I guess, just like...
Yep, I will use 27 of my slime in order to make a slime whip that reaches 35 feet.
35 feet. So, you can hit one of the two you can hit either of the you can hit any of the 4 goblins with a 35-foot whip right now. They are all within that 35 feet range of you.
Yep. And yeah, that took my bonus action to do. So I will smack this goblin.
Um
Yep, the
if
goblin
you're
that's closest to me.
okay, the goblin list goes. All right. So, roll for wait, what how does your whip work again? I need to double check this.
It's just a
Down.
standard whip. Like,
Okay, so
every
it's
weapon
standard.
I can make with this ability, you just take what you would find a standard version of it
Give me a
and just
second.
use that.
Let me just see if I can. It would do 1d4 slashing damage on top of its hit, which is finesse and reach. I do not know what the hit DC on a whip is.
Well, I'm pretty sure, like, all weapons in the game without magical effects are just you roll a d20 to see whether or not they hit.
Well, so that's actually not true. Depending on if you have proficiencies with the weapon, or you also get a modifier based off of a certain stat. I think a whip would be based off of your dexterity. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I looked it up and it says when making an attack with a finesse weapon, which the whip is, you use your choice of your strength or dexterity modifier for the attack and damage rolls. And you must use the same modifier for both rolls.
All right, so you get your choice between strength and dex.
And yep,
On
I'll be using my strength modifier for this.
right. So that leans your I forget what your strength modifier was.
Yep, my strength
Again,
modifier is +2.
so +2. So that would be 1d20 +2 for your roll to hit. So please do that and give me your number.
Yep, fortunately, since this is a D&D site, it supports doing it in the site, so that's a 7 plus my modifier is a 9.
That will not hit. Goblins have an armor class of 12, so they are protected to anything up to a 12.
Yep.
Meaning you do have to roll a 12 or higher to successfully land a strike on them. So you just barely miss him. You shoot off to the left a little too much. Fortunately for you, they do not seem to have noticed the two of you yet.
That here, I want to try something which is to throw my spear at the same one Slayer missed.
Alright, so
I am
that
just
is...
barely over a foot tall right now.
Yeah. Because you... Yeah. So you are going to attempt and throw your spear make a 40-foot spear throw, Rose.
Yeah,
Yes.
Rose, I don't think that's a smart idea.
I would suggest move straight forward about 20 feet and then try and take that throw. They
Alright,
will not
I'll
notice you
just...
yet
Okay,
from
so
there.
I'll take myself here. Okay, I'll
So
take
now it's
myself
about a
just a bit.
25-foot throw. You have a strength of modifier of 0. So, yeah. So your spear roll, because I can see that on you. Your spear has a 20-foot range, so you do need to be just ever so much forward, because it is at 25 feet from you right now. You need to be one more tile forwards to be in range. There you go. So now you are within range to throw your spear at this man. And that is going to be a D20 plus 2 to hit.
Alright, so
Yep, you just type in chat /R1D20 to roll a D20 with a space between. Yep.
Yeah, because I put the over on in our group D&D thing
yeah.
Nat
as well.
1.
Oof.
Dragon, if you
Alright.
just open up the site's chat, you can see our rolls.
Yep. I'm also just now remembering that I actually forgot to redo my stats, because at first this was just gonna be like a speedy dark elf. And well, I forgot.
Wait, which button has the chat window?
You see the 3 lines in the top right corner?
Yeah. I click on those, copy link, report
Yep, I
destination, exit
definitely
game.
forgot.
Yeah, if you just...
Or the one on the left.
I'm gonna share my screen, so... Yep, you see here? Yep, there you click, and that's where the chat is.
Which one? That one over there? Yeah, I'm looking at that is graphics, text chat, enable chat. All right.
And
Graphics,
I'm
audio and
pretty sure
video.
it'd be the text chat.
Yeah, no, it's text chat and options. I have the options. I have options to control the text chat. I cannot see the text chat. Oh, here we go. I found it. Okay. There we go. I found it. So I have to double click the chat thing because as the DM, I have a bunch of secondary options on top of it.
I see.
Oh, great. My recording cut off because my phone went to sleep on me. That's
Yep.
fun.
I'm still recording, so I can just send you my video, as quality is
Yeah.
probably going to be better anyway.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll look into getting some kind of setup that will allow me to record it in the future.
Yeah, I recommend OBS Studio. It's free,
All right.
and it's what
So,
almost everyone
Rose,
uses.
nat 1 plus 2, so that's a 3. Give me a second here
Oh.
to do the thing.
Well, hopefully she will miss so bad that the goblins don't notice.
She is going to, yes. However, all right. So you end up tripping and falling on your as you run forward and attempt to throw your spear. Your foot gets caught on a tree root and you trip and fall on your face, doing 3 damage. Yep. Rose, you. Wait, Rose, are you using your bread bar as your HP?
Let's see, so this. Oh,
Because
no.
I was using green bars for HP.
Yeah, whereas green bars for HP.
Yeah.
If we were using red bars, I'd have a max HP of 72.
The goblins still have not noticed you guys yet. By some freaking miracle, these things have no perception whatsoever.
Alright, where is Rose's spear?
Rose's spear is on the ground next to her, so
Okay.
give me a second. I think I can do a thing.
Uh,
Oh, wait, I can't. I was gonna say, I think I have like I have something that I think I do. Rose's spear is right over here in the blue circle.
Okay. So I don't need to grab that for her then.
Yes. How do I undo that marking? I would like to remove the mark that I just made. Ooh, I have a jukebox in my end. That's fun.
You probably shouldn't use it for copyright reasons.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. I figured out how to get rid of the circle I used to show where Rose's spear was.
Yeah, we should be fine with me not editing when my ringtone is playing because I'm pretty
Undertale
sure,
music is free.
yeah. Like, there's still copyright laws around it, but Toby Fox did ensure that people are still capable of using it.
Yeah. Which I love him for.
Yeah. Of course, he doesn't have that much power because he's not the technical owner of it. But yeah, I'll attempt to smack this goblin again.
You're going to attempt to punch the goblin a second time.
Yep.
Roll for it, my boy.
Alright, Yeah, that hits.
15. That is going to hit. And whips do to what I saw earlier. 1d6 plus. Just double checking that I'm reading this right. We'll
They
do
do
1d. Okay, so
1d4 slash
1d4
damage.
plus your strength modifier is what you said, right? You were choosing for using on your whip?
Yep. So that is 4 damage dealt to the goblin.
Alright, since you have now punched them in the face, they are now aware of your presence. They are acting riled up. They have not noticed where you guys are exactly yet, but they do know that you are here, that something is here attacking them.
I mean, they're not gonna easily notice me considering I'm 1 foot and 1.5 inches tall right now.
On top of the fact that you are literally 30 feet away from the closest one.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not gonna notice me easily. Yeah, they might notice Rose easily, but not me. Considering I am tiny.
Alright, give me 1 second. I'm doing something. I'm using a physical dice for this because I'm doing this as a GM roll. Alright. Slayer, I would like for you to make an Arcana check.
Okay, so I roll a d20, then add my intelligence modifier, right?
Yes.
Alright, that is a 10, and my intelligence modifier is +1, so that's an 11.
You do notice that there is another presence near the goblins, though you cannot tell what it is. And you can tell that it knows that you are here.
It'd be really fun.
Alright, your turn, Rose. Giovanni.
Alright, I'll take my spear back. And, would you say that I would be able to, since I don't have any arrows currently, be able to use my sickle as an arrow?
Okay, so here's the thing. I can't see it in your, because for some reason D&D Beyond is not letting me directly check some of this information that I do know I should have the ability to check. If you started off with a bow, chances are you started off with a quiver of 20 arrows.
Oh. Huh. Now that is something that was not shown to me, but...
Yeah, normally if you start off with a bow, you start off with arrows to go with it.
No, the reason I said since I don't have any arrows is because I wasn't shown to have that. But,
Yeah, if you
alright.
look at your character sheet, it should, in your inventory, it should say quiver of 20 arrows.
Alright,
In
alright, so I'm going...
you have 20 of them.
Alright. So yeah, instead of the weird sickle plan, then I am going to... let's see, let off a pair at the two in front of us.
a pair of arrows. So you are going to attempt to use your action and bonus action to fire arrows. Okay.
Yeah.
So that will
Alright.
be we'll do the full first arrow. So that is going to be 1d20 plus 5. Yeah, okay, that is going to hit.
Oh, nice.
That is definitely going to hit. That is an 18. These things only have an AC of 12. Alright, now for damage calculation is 1d6 plus 3.
The second is the same, I guess?
So 4 damage. Okay, so I would like to know which goblin you targeted with your first arrow.
Alright, let's see.
Rose, you can just click on the goblin, well, right-click it, and then there's an option to ping everyone.
Alright, let's see here. That be. I'm not entirely sure where that is. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
I still was on the pen.
left.
So you're targeting this one with that. So 4 damage. This goblin is officially dead.
Dead.
Alright, now for your second one is going to be a repeat of that first action. So 1d20 plus 5. That is not going to hit. You fumble, drop 3 arrows on the ground, 1 tile in front of you. As you try and pull them from your quiver, you are going to drop a few arrows right over here. I'm going to have you do the same thing that I just had Slayer do. So, Yvonne, you are going to have to take an Arcana check now. Alright, you too are able to sense the presence and sense where it is at. I'm trying to do it. That works. It's close enough, I guess.
Okay, that is...
So that blue blob that I just drew, you are able to sense that there is something there. You cannot tell what it is exactly, but you know that there is a creature there, and you know that it knows where you're at as well. You can tell that it knows you know it's here, and you can tell that it knows you're here and where you are. Now, who's ready for the enemy turn?
I mean, I'm not easily touched right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
That
going
is
to play hell trying to hit me. Because, you know,
If you-
only a foot and an inch and a half tall.
So the first goblin is going to charge Rose. Over here. And it is going to attempt and make a dagger strike on her. So that is hit to 4. 4 to hit, so roll 1d20. D20, that is 12 plus 4. What is Rose's armor? Rose has a 16. So this will literally just hit you, Rose. And in terms of damage, it is 1d4 plus 2. 1d4. 3 plus 2 is going to be 5, but because it is just nicking you, I'm going to cut that in half, so this will do 3 damage to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Alright.
need to become a shield, aren't I?
Incorrect. Nope, one more tile.
Oh.
There we go.
Say this until I can get access to my giant wild shapes, probably.
1d20. Okay, so that is going to hit you very well here, Rose. And 1d4. 4. So plus 2. That is going to be 6 damage to you here, Rose.
Alright.
I need to select. You're moving all the way down here, as well as you. Again, only Rose knows where this blue blob is, and she cannot tell what it is, though. She can only tell where it's at.
Yeah, but I feel like if it attacks me, I'm going to know something's there.
Well, here's the thing. It does not attack, it only controls other creatures, is this creature's entire thing.
Okay.
So, once the creature that is hosting it dies, it will be revealed.
Alright.
And we're going to do the same thing again. So, here we go. Roll 1d20. That is 8 plus 4. You have an armor class of 4. So this will hit.
Yep.
It will hit.
And
It will hit.
what's this thing's damage type?
This thing's damage type is piercing damage.
I resist that.
Wait, yeah. How much wait, is it a wait, okay.
If I remember right, resistance is just any damage types of the resistance you resist is just cut in half.
Okay. See. So you're gonna take half of 4, so you're gonna take 2. 2 damage. You there, Elise?
Yeah, I'm here, and I just took the damage.
Alright. Elise, I would like you to make that Arcana check again.
Alrighty. That is a 2.
Yeah. You cannot sense anything about the goblin, and you have completely lost trace of whatever it was that was near them that you sensed originally.
Alrighty.
And so, with that, it is now, once again, your turn. Because you have started our combat order.
Alrighty. I will... wait. it's my turn, right? Just make sure.
Yes, it is your turn.
So yep, I will reabsorb the slime. I put into making the whip and just and make a great sword instead. So I have 62 slime and a great sword instead of a whip.
So your greatsword does 2d6 slashing, and it is a heavy type weapon, two-handed.
Alright, and
So that is going to use your strength modifier for your attack roll.
yep, I will now attempt to smack the goblin.
All right, please do. Roll 1d20 plus 2, I think, or
So,
whatever your strength modifier is. I forget what your strength mod
That is a
is.
7 to hit.
That you are going to swing and miss. The goblin parries your attack.
Ah yes, he parries a great sword.
With a knife.
Yeah, with a knife. That's the worst part.
Yeah, you just had a great sword parried by a goblin with a knife.
Well, that one's going down in history.
Alright, as it is your turn again, and you are next to the creature, you do have to make another, you do get to, if you want, attempt to make an Arcana check to see if you can sense it.
Rose, it's your turn.
No, Slayer, no, at least, you still have one more action. If you want to, you may attempt to sense the presence of the creature that is controlling the goblin, because you are next to it right now.
Sure. 13.
Alright,
And
again, you are able to feel its presence and can tell it is right here and that it is in some way controlling this goblin. That is attacking you.
Alrighty.
So now you can both see the blue spot on the map. You still cannot see what it is, though, because it is technically in a different plane until its host body is killed.
Oh, there is actually something I completely forgot about doing. One of my racial abilities is a passive that happens at the start of my turn. You mind if I just do that now?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Alrighty.
actually...
So first, I need to roll to see, okay, yep, it happens. And that is a 14, so that's only 1d4. So I heal 1 HP.
Congratulations! Actually, I'm just gonna go and start pulling up. I'm just gonna go and pull up both of your guys' character sheets, so I don't need to constantly ask you guys, for armor class numbers and stuff. I can just see that. Just
Plus, our
switch the
armor
tab.
classes are just on our characters.
Yeah. You have a walk speed of 15.
Yep.
Getting around with you is gonna be painful.
Yeah, not my smartest decision.
Alright, now we go over to Wyovan. For your turn, Rose. What action would you like to take? You have a total of 20 minus 4 is 16 arrows. You have a sickle. You have a spear. and you have a staff. Ooh, your sickle does have the nick
Sure, I'm gonna
property.
have my. Let's see, my what has the nick property and what is it?
So your sickle has the nick property, which the nick property is a fun thing that I took advantage of in the game we were playing earlier. That allowed me to take 2 attack actions with weapons by alternating hands that had the same nick property, as long as both weapons have the nick property.
So basically, by switching which hand I'm using it on, I can attack twice with the sickle.
I mean, no, you'd need 2 sickles for that trick, but yes.
No, that's. I don't think that'll be a thing then. Alright, but yeah, can I have? Yeah, can I have my staff try to push these 2 back by shoving these stuff into them. I guess a sort of battering ram.
Alright, that is going to be 1d20 plus 2. That is 17. You are successful. I'm going to shove them both back at an angle. And for damage on your staff is 1d6 bludgeoning. One damage.
Okay. Oh,
No, you do. Oh, that no. Oh, I typed in the wrong number there. Alright, you do still have your bonus action for the turn. What would you like to do with it?
Hmm. So for some reason my thing just got fucked, so one moment while I refresh. No, good. There's an ad. Alright. Well, see, I'm gonna try and use my spear at this one.
Alright, so roll your spear. That is a +2. So roll 1d20 plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. You are going to miss. You will successfully throw your spear, but you're going to miss him off to the side. So your spear is going to be over here for now. Alright, and with that being the end of your turn, you do, because you are actively aware of it, you have to make another Arcana check to see if you're still able to sense it over the next until your next turn. You lose you lose its trace. You can tell where it was, and that it hasn't moved yet. However, if it does move for any reason over this next turn, you will not be able to tell where it moves to. I'm pretty sure, because, yeah, you have a -1 to Arcana, so that's an 8. And with that, it is the Goblin's turn. And... no... Alright, looking at what goblins do, these two up here are going to take the Nimble Escape bonus action, realizing that they are not getting anywhere in this fight, and they are both going to use the Nimble Escape allows them to take the Disengage action, which basically just says these two run off into nowhere. They're gone. You do not have to worry about those two goblins anymore. However, this one over here fighting Elise is currently under the control of the creature. Meaning, unlike its brethren, it will keep fighting. Yep, that's going to hit, but it is, once again, slashing damage. So you will be taking half of 3.
Does resistance round up or down?
Let me double check that.
Yeah. I mean, either way, it's not a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm a physical tank.
So, round down.
Alright,
You
so
round the damage down, so you're taking 1 point in damage.
Yeah, I resist all 3 of the physical damage types. Yeah, you want to hurt me, you gotta use magic.
Oh, then you might not like some of what we have to fight eventually. Some of what you're gonna end up fighting is gonna be like pathetic trying to fight you. Some of it is gonna be an absolute nightmare trying to fight you, because there are a couple of boss enemies later in the campaign who are pure magic. In terms of their combat abilities.
I mean, all that really happens with magic is just, I don't resist the magic, that's about it.
Yeah. Oh, and with that, it is now, because you were attacked by the creature under the control of the... You were attacked by something under the control of one of the creatures, you have to make the Arcana check to see if you lose sight of it.
Alrighty.
+1. So you can actually put in your modifiers in your roll things. That's nice to know.
Yep.
Alright, so, and with that, that is a 16. You do not lose sight of it. In fact, I mean, you have already pinpointed its location, so you keep that pinpoint on its location.
Yep.
That.
Alrighty, so I'm assuming it's my turn?
The creature is actually going to be taking action here, and it is going to be moving. over here. Now, do remember, Rose, you cannot sense the creature now that it has moved this time.
I'm pretty sure that would actually trigger an attack of opportunity.
No. Rose, this creature is not in the current plane with you guys. It is, basically,
Okay.
it is literally this goblin shadow right now. The goblin shadow is where this creature is. It is sentient entity inside the shadow of the goblin, basically puppeteering it.
I see.
So it is not in the physical plane with you guys anymore. Alright, so the only way to bring it to the physical plane with you guys is to kill its host.
Alrighty then.
And with that, now it is your turn. Elise?
Alright. For starters, okay. My regeneration does not happen. And I will attempt to smack the goblin again.
Alright, so that is going to be 1d20 plus 2. 14! You will successfully smack this goblin
And
with your
yep,
great
since
sword.
I'm smacking it with a great sword, that's 2d6 for damage, right?
That is 2d6 slashing damage. So, and because it is a heavy type weapon, I do believe you add your strength modifier to your damage output.
Maximum damage. This guy is dead.
Alrighty. So, say goodbye to the goblin and say hello to you. Neither of you guys know what this creature is actually. Change layer, but it will be on the field with you two, and it is standing right in front of Rose. Your reaction to a creature to this crystalline creature. I can send you guys a better pic in the Discord server. Over here, real quick. So I can send you guys the same picture. So this thing just appears out of just as the goblin falls over dead. This thing just melts out of it as a black fog and then forms directly in front of you. How do you react to that?
Yeah, I still have my bonus action and my movement.
Right, well, I'm going to panic and swing the staff at it like it's a baseball bat.
All right, roll with disadvantage. One more.
Alright. So for it's roll twice and take the lower one.
Yep, so that's a 3. So you will completely miss this thing and bonk yourself in the head. You take no damage from it, but you have just bonked yourself in the head. So basically, as you swing through it, the crystals that make up its body separate around your staff and then reform into its normal shape.
Alrighty.
This thing has an AC of 10 and an HP of 1. It is not that hard to kill. As long as you stay calm.
Welp. I will move here and attempt to get between the creature and Yvonne.
All right. Give me one second. So basically you're attempting to distract it, correct?
Yep, I'm trying to get it to prioritize me over her because I can actually take a hit.
Make a performance check for me.
Performance is what modifier?
Charisma. I was debating between performance and intimidation, but I figured performance would probably be better.
Alrighty, 17.
17. You do successfully draw this thing's attention towards you. However, that is far from a good thing for you.
And, so yeah, I only moved 5 feet, so I still got 10 feet of movement left. So I'll just move here. And, yeah, that'll be turn.
All right. On to the Exuvium's turn now. This thing is currently focused on you, Ellie, so it will come after you right now. And because it is moving towards you, you do get the chance, because you did not use your bonus action, you can make an opportunity attack if you want.
Alrighty, yep, I will make an attack of opportunity.
I need to double check opportunity attack. Attack 5e. One melee attack against a provoking creature. Attack occurs right before. Actually, okay, sorry. That is not. Okay, I'm sorry. It is the wrong person I calls for the opportunity to attack. It is because it is moving away from Rose. Rose gets the opportunity attack on this thing, which is any basic melee attack that she has at her disposal currently, which would be her staff and her sickle. Or she can just punch it.
And, yeah, while that's happening, I will be right back.
Rose? Yep. Rose, you there? Rose. What? Okay, sorry. When you finally started speaking, you were all glitchy.
And
God,
yeah, I was saying,
already.
but yeah, I was saying is I'm gonna try and thrust at the red marble inside this thing that looks important with the staff.
All right. That is
So,
There's that.
yeah.
So 1d20 plus 2. 19. You will successfully hit this thing directly in the red crystal. I'm gonna wait for Slayer to get back.
Yeah, you.
I have returned.
Well, congrats. Rose has successfully killed the creature by impaling it in the crystal core, in the red crystal that forms its core.
Alrighty.
So Rose, as you hit the core of this creature, it falls over, and all of the crystals that make up its body turn back into the black smoke and dissipate into the air. However, left behind in its place is the golden ring that's surrounded. I don't know why that has a blue interior right now. Can't draw a circle for some reason. But you guys get the point. The golden ring that made it, that was rotating around where its center of mass was, is now sitting in the ground right in front of you guys. I would like each of you to make a DC 15 Arcana check on the ring if you want to.
Yep, I'll make the check. Oh, 15.
15 exact. So, Yvonne, would you also like to make the check on the ring?
Okay. Let's see this. Okay. Yes, okay. Hello.
I can hear you. Would you like to make the Arcana check on the golden ring that was left behind by the creature?
Yeah, I was saying. Yeah. So I'm guessing I do a D20 and try to make a 15 or higher.
Yes, it is an Arcana, so you do get a -1 to that, though.
Okay. Well, that sucks balls.
All right. So, Rose, you don't sense anything, but Slayer,
What are you saying, Dragon?
give me a second to type this out real quick. check your DMs. It is up to you what you wish to do with that knowledge.
I tell Yvonne not to touch the ring.
Oh,
Alright, good choice.
that would just make me want to do it more, so I'm going to ask why.
There's a dark presence. It cannot be good. It's best if we don't touch it.
Well, okay, so I will let you know. Okay, here, let me check something real. I would like for you. All right, so Elise, I would like for you to make insight check for me.
Insight also adds the wisdom modifier, right?
I believe insight is wisdom. I can double check that real quick. Insight is your wisdom, correct?
18.
18. So, okay, you can tell that the ring is safe to be touched as long as it is not worn.
Alright, I'll pick it up and start carrying it around them.
Alright, you now have an exuvium ring in your inventory, although you don't know it's called that yet.
Yep, and while I'm at it, I'll reabsorb the great sword.
Okay, there they are. Give me 1 second to do something. Okay. Can I spawn this token in, please? Let me. There we go! Finally! You. Roll 20. God, freaking. Just make them normal.
Having a bit of trouble there?
A little bit, yes. You don't see this person yet. You can hear from by where the ship in ruins is a voice calling out to you guys to see if the creatures are gone.
Creatures are dead.
Alright. A small person, presumably female, with pointed ears similar to that of Yonovan's, but this person is much, much smaller than Yonovan. They are at most 3'6", comes out from the ruins to greet you guys, and calls herself by the name of Sierra, and says that she is a Harvin who owns a item shop on this island. Wait, you guys don't know what Harvins are because you guys aren't from here. Make insight check to see if you guys can understand what she's trying to imply. Night.
My inside. But
Yonovan, I would like you to make this with advantage.
okay, so roll again and take the higher one.
So 15. All right, so Yonovan, you can tell that Sierra is actually an
Yeah, no,
adult,
it's
despite
15.
being such small compared to other elves, because you can tell that Sierra is not actually an elf. At least you'd think they're a child. I would like to know your reaction to thinking that this child, to thinking that this person who just claimed they own an item shop on this island is a child. Elise, hello.
Eh. A child can
Uh,
own an item shop.
you just hit it with the acceptance, okay?
Yep.
Yeah, no reaction. You're just like, okay, cool. This child owns a store.
As long as you know what you're doing, anybody can own a store.
Okay, I was trying to do a funny thing because one of my favorite moments from the original Granblue franchise is when, because I actually ripped this character straight from Granblue. They actually do own an item shop called the Knickknack Shop, which is going to be a thing, a very prominent thing in this campaign, which is why they don't have health, because you can't fight this person. They are a very story relevant NPC for the time being. And yeah, so the Knickknack Shop is going to be a bit of a thing for you guys. It is the only item shop in this entire universe, and no matter where you go, there will always be a Zero and a Knickknack Shop.
Ah, so Nurse Joy from Pokemon.
More or less, but instead of being cousins or clones, it is the same Sierra. So this person is basically Granblue's version of Hermes from Greek mythology.
I see.
Minus the being the god of thieves part. They are the god of travel. They are essentially the goddess of travelers and merchants. So okay, so Sierra is going to mention that she notes that she can tell the two of you are not from around this area, and is going to ask if you two have an airship.
No airship. I usually just fly everywhere.
Donovan?
Oh, sorry, I spaced out. What?
So Sierra notes that you two are not from this area and asks if you two, by chance, have a way of getting around from island to island, noting that these are islands that float in the sky in this dimension. And so she asks, essentially, she's asking if you guys have an airship.
I'm going to say that I do have. I can make myself into other forms that can possibly fly. So.
Yep, honestly, I think these reactions are pretty good considering the fact that our characters probably wouldn't know of the whole floating islands part of the thing yet.
Yeah. Well, Sierra is going. Okay, so yeah. Sierra will mention, suit yourself. No, it's a long flight between islands, and there's nowhere to stop and rest in between them. Also, if you guys are going to be flying using magic, keep away from the Rim Basin. Magic's known to be a bit wonky by there. And it has a terrible storm that has sunk many skyfarers. If you ever need anything, come talk to me at the Knick-Knack Shack. And Sierra's gonna scattle along.
I think it's safe to say that my passive regen has fully regenerated my health by this point.
Probably.
I will move here and just say, hey, you want to check out those ruins?
Okay, I will.
Oh. Well, hell yeah.
Alrighty then. Go to the map layer and delete the terrain. Do I have something that could make a good ruin? Yeah, I'll do this.
Yeah, I think we can tell who the tankier person is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Right now I'm just looking for something that would make for a good ruins area. In the maps that they already have. Oh, this one works. Oh, it's literally even called the ruins. Can I fit to page it? There we go.
I think it's safe to say that we would start off on one of the edges.
Yes, I'm working on that. I'm sorry. I need to center this real quick. There we go. And go to the tokens layer. And you two will come in from over here. Give me a second to do some drawings real quick. Okay, okay, that you get what I'm going for over here. This is where the ship has crashed into the ruins.
Yep.
All right, before I send you guys in here, I would like to know which order the two of you will be moving in. Who is going in first?
I will be
Definitely
going
think
in
I would be.
first.
All right. I'm not gonna have anything jump you guys other than maybe another Exuvio. Well, you're in here. If you guys go to the wrong area.
Honestly, I think our best bet is just to head towards the airship. So I will move here.
All right.
Rose? We're exploring the ruins.
Uh,
All right, there we go. I have everything
yeah,
set up for your ruin explorations.
and I was. Hello?
I'm so you guys are just gonna move into the entrance. All right.
Yep.
Nothing yet.
Mm. I will move here.
One thing I need to draw up really quickly. Down here, just a little tiny. Oh, I did that in GM tile once. And all right, there we go. And I need to change that to tokens tile. And with that, I will move back to the tokens tile. All right, I would like you to make a perception check.
Alrighty, and perception is what modifier?
Perception is wisdom.
Okay. That's an 8.
It is so dark in here that you cannot see anything. Except for a light coming from the tunnel entrance that you guys came in from, and a little bit of light by where the boat is crashed into. I don't think you have dark vision.
Yeah, I don't have dark vision.
I know, I'm pretty sure Rose being an elf does, though.
Yep. Alright. Alright, well, thinking that she can take care of herself, I'm going to head a bit
Yeah, so
further on down.
you can see within 60 feet of you right now, as if it was bright light, so the same as if we were outside. And then an additional 60 feet from that radius of as if it was dimly lit. However, anything you do see is going to just be shades of gray.
Alright.
I would like you to make the same
But
perception
I'll
check.
be moving over here just to keep the exploration going.
I'd like you to make a perception check,
Since
please.
it's and I have nothing to add on to that, so hey, let's go.
18. Alright, so you are capable of noticing two things. One, up here, you notice a golden spire of some kind with some crystal. You can notice a golden spire of some kind. However, there appears to be nothing on whatever the pedestal was. And over here, by the airship, you notice some kind of crystal shard that is radiating a powerful magic energy.
Alright. I'm going to. I think this would be somewhat. I think this would be somewhat of an obstacle. So I would travel to these weird broken pillars on the way to the energy shard, like that I can see out.
All right, with that, it will be Ellie's turn.
I'll move here.
All right. With that, I would like you to make an Arcana check.
Wrong dice.
Yeah, that's a D0, sir. Okay, you do not notice anything off about the ruins you're about to head into whatsoever. And with that, it's back to Yvonne.
Alright, I shall climb over the broken pillar and let's see. Right, and go back to looking at the energy magic gem thing.
All right, I need you to make an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. Let's see, do I have anything to add to Arcana? No, I do not.
No, you
So
do
yeah,
not.
it's a...
You do, however, succeed.
Oh, in?
And surprise, if I can scroll down enough to see the button. You notice an one of the crystal creatures from before hiding in a side room, off to the left a little, off to the side of the crystal shard that you were about to inspect.
Hmm. Alright. Alright, so I shall try approaching it and trying to appear non-threatening.
It immediately tries to attack you.
That figures.
I would like you to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. You succeed. So, the creature tries to latch onto you, but fails. back over to Elise. For a minute. What you hear the sounds of Rose struggling down over this way. What is your response?
I will use the dash action.
So you can go to this one. This one, yeah, this one has a wall right there. You'd be running too, so.
And yep, I will dash to here.
All right, I need you to make an Arcana check.
3.
You do not notice. You cannot tell what it is that Rose is fighting against. I will also need you to make that same wisdom saving throw Rose just did.
13.
13. Let me check your wisdom modifier.
Which is 0.
0. You, unfortunately, will fail. This is DC 15.
Alrighty.
I will show you what is happening to you right now. Can you see it?
Yep, I can.
Yeah, so you get latched by one of these things. So every turn you will have to take that same saving throw to see if you can knock it off of you. And until then, it is in control of your body.
Well, shit. I was not expecting that.
So yeah, there's 2 ways you can help him. Kill him, or just run away until he successfully throws it off. Those are your 2 options, Rose. You can hear Ellie
I
put
can
up a
either
struggle,
attack,
but
escape, or
eventually
run
it
away.
goes quiet. You can run away. There is 2 options of escape paths. 1, run past the ship and go into the unknown, or 2, try and run up towards the pillar.
Yeah, something I will say is a DC 15
Alright.
for something that acts essentially as
see.
an insta-kill this early in the game doesn't really seem like a smart DM
Alright.
play on your part. Because even if we maxed out our dexterity, that's still only a +2.
Well, it is for, these things are literally just are incarnate embodiments of possession, so that's why.
Then
As you guys,
why
the higher
play
you
in
guys
the
level
early
up,
game
the
as a
lesser
regular
it's going to
encounter?
go down. Until you meet the level version. Yeah. Again, I'm still kind of testing these things because I haven't gotten to test them yet. So I can change those numbers here for future encounters with these things.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea, or just put them later on in the campaign. Because since these things essentially just act as an insta-kill, these are not things we should be encountering in the early game unless they're easy to deal with.
They literally have 1 HP. You tap them and they
Yeah,
die.
DC 15 to not be taken over by them. That's only a
And
25%
I'll
chance
also
to succeed
get the roller
without
to the higher
modifiers.
person.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think. All right. Yeah. I'll just bump this version of these creatures down to DC 8. I know that's technically not a thing, but I'm making it one.
Yeah, that's a lot more reasonable to deal with in the early game.
Okay, so Standard Exuvium DC 8, and then I'll give the Enhanced Exuvium the DC 15.
Yep.
Alright. Let's see. So what I'm going to do. Uh, and I try and do a fake out in which I go to look off at the pillar, but then immediately turn back and swing my staff at the medium thingy.
So what, you're gonna make it look like you're going towards Ellie's and then attack this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it look like I'm heading for the pillar and then just immediately go to swing at this thing.
Hmm. Make an athletics check for me.
Okay, pretty sure athletics is something I'm very good at.
You are good at it. You do have a +2 to athletics. On top of that, you have proficiency,
Alright.
so you get advantage to it.
Ah, alright, so that'll be the second one, and I take the higher one. So yeah, 50.
You are able to successfully fake this thing out. Make your spear attack. Or whatever you're attacking this thing with. What are you attempting to punch it with, the spear or the staff? Actually, it doesn't matter. It's the same
Yeah, it was.
damage and hit decider anyway.
I was attempting to blow up its core like I did the last one with the spear.
Alright, so that is roll 1d20 plus 2 to hit.
Uh,
You do hit this thing and it blows up and drops its ring.
I'm guessing one. I'm guessing 1d6 for damage, or
This
do
thing
I
has
do
1
a
health. If
d20
you hit it,
first
it
to
dies.
see what?
You don't need to roll damage. The lowest amount of damage you can do is
Alright.
one.
It's another
Is
11.
already higher than its health.
Ah. Yeah, but the mind control was pretty annoying and scary.
They cannot do anything other than mind control. I will have you know that. All they can do is just hide in people's shadows and mind control you.
Uh, but yes, it's just mind control was kind of scary and somewhat annoying. Alright, I guess I would just,
What? You went static there on my end. Would you please repeat that?
I was saying that I'm actually going to, I'm gonna store the ring that I dropped from myself and actually go for the pillars to see if Elise is alright.
Alright. So you will pick up the ring. You will now also have an Exuvium ring in your inventory. Or wait, are you picking it up or are you putting it on?
Yeah. I'm just picking it up like I'm putting it away.
Okay. And so you have 10 feet of movement left, which would literally be just enough to get you right next to the pillar. And with that, turn moves to Elise. Make a DC 8 Wisdom saving throw to see if you can revoke control of the creature.
Alright.
Not okay. So yeah, 5. What you have for your Wisdom modifier is 0. Let me see what yours. I'm sorry. I just need to do. Ba-da-ba. GM roll 1d20 plus 2. 1. So Elise is going to take a barehanded swing at you and miss.
Oof.
So basically, until Elise gets out from underneath the Exia's control, they are going to be trying to kill you.
Alright, alright, so before I take my next,
You can make an Arcana check to see if you can spot where the Exuvia is and try and attack it directly, though you will have to, any attacks on it while it's possessing another creature are at disadvantage.
alright. So just once before I take my next action is, do I notice the Exhibium on them, or does it just like a
You need to make
surprise
the
attack
Arcana
and
check
I'm
to see
like,
if you can spot it. So that is
or
the first thing that you do for your turn, is make the Arcana check to see if you can spot it. So, 14.
alright.
Your Arcana is -1. So you are able to notice the Exuvia that's specific. So you can move around, if you can try and move around him, or try and move around Elise. you may take a stab at it with disadvantage. Oh. So you are able
isn't
to
that also a
successfully...
D20?
So, oof. Oof.
Big oof.
Yeah, that natural 1. You completely fail to hit the Exuvia, and it moves its position around. And with that, we're back to Ellie's. Try and see if you can shake the Exuvia's control.
10.
You will successfully shake control. You are no longer under the control of this Exuvia, and are free to attempt to move around to attack it.
Alright, where is the thing?
Nice.
It is right down here, behind the wall. So you do need to move around here to this opening to get to it.
Move to where?
So you can see when I draw lines, right? You're
Yeah.
going to need to make this movement.
Alright, yep. I will make that movement. Then I will...
And roll to attack it. I think the only attack you have right now is your unarmed strike, unless you want to use your bonus action to form one of your slime weapons.
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to form a great sword. And then I will smack it.
Alright, I'm pretty sure you remember how your greatsword works. 10 plus... So,
Wow, almost a
oh,
nat 20.
Yep. It is perished. Right, now that both Exuvium are gone, there is one final Arcana check you guys need to make. And that is on the little crystal back here. Also, you get another have another Exuvium ring.
Yeah, I'll pick it up. And for the Arcana check, that's a 12.
Rose? Rose, hello? Arcana, yep. Oh, did you already throw one? There?
Yeah,
Okay.
I went before Slayer.
I didn't see that. Alright, so a similar energy to what you get is given off by the Exuvia rings comes from the crystal, though it is not a dark present. It is more of a warm and welcoming one.
Oh, is this what I think it is?
Alright, I will be right back again. I have returned.
Yay!
Oh, and Dragon just said this is where we're calling it for the night.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it is 1 a.m. for me, so I would like to call it for the night and get some sleep because I do have some homework to do tomorrow before classes.
Alrighty.
Yeah, good one.
Well, everyone,
We can
that
repeat
is the
this
end of
tomorrow.
this session. This has been the Slayer 246 and Dragon Steve.
See y'all next time.
Bye!